pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley. And their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
180! Put some bait. Alert, 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 alert! Check it out, Reed. Out, 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 out. Shift, watch the shift.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Keep moving laterally. Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Bring it. Don't let
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now, Darnold. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, time. Shift.
Darnold on first down. It's caught by Jackson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Darnold now to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Gold maybe not blessed with the strongest leg in the league, but he might be the most accurate. 2 for 2 from 50-plus a year ago, and he converts another one here.
Yeah, you don't want to play horse with Robbie Gould as a kicker. That guy can maneuver a football with his foot.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Pistol. Let's get in there. Check it back. Check it back.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
180. Just the mic. Bring it. Point it right. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52. Hey, 133. Here we go. Watch twist.
Now on second and 13, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Mayfield, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go with Chubb on second down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They're running it. Mike, 50. Hey, orbit. Mike.
On first down, it's Darnold. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, Charlie. 55's my guy. 55.
Darnold to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Owens. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Red 80. That's track. Bang, 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 bang.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here goes Hunt. 53. Red 80. You must be dreaming. Let's go, let's go.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
X3, 218.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Chubb. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 133.
From the gun, Mayfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From his own goal line, Darnold going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there, the 1st down. They run again on first down. Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Jeff Swain. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Alpha, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Back to throw, Darnold. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Come on, lady. Let's go, defense. Let's get out there.
Darnold from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
It occurred.
Hey, watch your lane. Watch tight end. 4 down. Man, 80. I got 87. That's speed.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 52. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He'll want it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 44, Mayfield. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
And 8 yards to go.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
But if you're they created some nice space for him.
I got you. No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slam. Pistol. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Hey, regular.
Again, it's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Topper! Double up! He's coming, double up!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 99! Check 99! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Check 9, check 9. Run.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
At the 49ers' 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Alert!
Mayfield with it once more. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ryan Switzer, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
52, Mike 52. Hey, lady. Hey, lady. Alert 3, alert 3. Hey, echo. Mike 52, Mike 52. I don't think you got it, son. 52.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
49er, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Where's your sign? 52. 52's the mic. Red lady. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch. Pilot, 64, weak. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Red 80. 5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2.
To throw is Darnold. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Check pass, check pass. Mike 52, Mike 52.
On second and 10, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Chubb. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On fourth down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mayfield now from the 50. Now they go screen. It's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A first down carry for Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Big stop, D. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Switch gears, switch gears. Jim. He's coming. We got double up. Up, 36.
They'll run it again with Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Even though we're not on the goal line, this is essentially a goal line look as they come up for 2nd down.
Under 10. Kill. Whip. Watch the whip. We draw quarter. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
They go to Johnson again. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Check 49. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted. Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, Coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Titans, there was a great all-around performance.